Hi everyone, welcome to Brit Indians. I'm Joshua. So today in this video we're going to look at how to apply for a graduate visa in the UK. So I'm gonna explain about the full application process. What are the documents required. I have already made a video about the eligibility and other things. You can check that out in the corner. In this video I'm gonna explain about how to do the application. Once you go into the UK VA graduate visa link, so there will be a link for application. I have given it in the description. You can go and check it out. You will need your documents. So your documents like your passport, your BRP and your CAS letter. So these three are the main documents that you'll require for the visa. And don't forget, you should have asked your university whether they have informed about your graduation to the home office. So they should have mentioned to the home office that you have completed the course. Then only you can apply for the visa. Otherwise, if you apply, it will get rejected. You can see in the bottom there is a link to apply for the visa. You can just click the start now. Once you click the start now, it will ask a question that whether you are intending to live in one of the crown dependencies of the UK. You should say no and then continue. And do you have a current EU or EEA or Swiss passport? So if you're from that country, then you can click yes. If not, you can click no. Then it will ask like, do you have a UK BRP? So if you have a BRP, you can click yes. If you don't have a BRP, you can click no. Usually students will have a BRP, so you can click yes and continue. So if you choose yes for the BRP, then it will ask you to go to the UK VA app to do the application process. So you can just download the UK VA app, and then you can give your name details and then scan your BRP and passport in that. So you can use the app to do that. Otherwise, if you choose no for the BRP permit, you can do the normal application process and you can pay the application fee and health surcharge, and you can go for this. If you want to do with the app, you can go with the app, or if you want to do with this route, you can do this way. So I'm going to explain about the online application thing, because the app is very easy. It's very straightforward. You can just give your name, your BRP details, and then it will automatically ask you to scan it, and then you can scan it, and you can scan your passport, and you can do everything in the app, and it will you can pay for the application fee, you can pay for the health surcharge in the app, and it will directly send it to the home office, and you will get your results in 8 weeks. For the online application, I'm gonna tell you how to do that. So you can see here there are like 4 steps involved. First, you have to fill the application, then you have to have your documents ready, pay the application fee, and then pay the health surcharge. As I said before, there are 2 ways. So if you're doing yes with the BRP, you will get a digital immigration status, which you can view and prove online if you have used the UK Immigration ID Check app. If you use the online application, you will receive a biometric resident permit card to your house. So for the application, you need to go through the 6 steps. So first is you'll start the application. It will ask you, have you successfully completed your course? So you can say yes if you have successfully completed. And then doctoral extension scheme, if you're in a doctoral extension scheme, you can say yes, or if not, you can say no. And then you'll ask for your title, your name, your family name, and then your email address to contact, your telephone number, and then your postal address in the UK. And then it'll ask you, is this where you live, and when did you start living at this address? And then it'll ask you like is there any other addresses that you need to give, and it'll ask you like when did you start and when did you stop living at the address. And then it'll ask you your personal information, your nationality, your date of birth, place of birth, your passport number, your expiry date of your passport. So all these details you have to give. And then next, it will ask about your immigration status. So it will ask you whether you have a student visa, you have a CAS letter, CAS number, and then it will ask for your did you study an eligible course. Obviously, if you had a tier 4 visa, you would have studied a eligible course in the UK. And then track record of compliance. So if you have studied at any university in the UK, with the tier 4 visa in an eligible master's course, then the university would have been would have a track record of compliance. So you can also check that in the tier 4 visa thing. I have given the link for checking whether your university is in the is a track record of compliance. You can just go and check it in the link below. And you have to give your BIP details and your NI number, and then your personal information, like if you have a driving license you can give that, and your travel history for the past 5 years, and your visa refusal history if you have any visa refusal, and your personal information, like have you been given a medical treatment in the UK, like have you received any public funds, any convictions and other penalties. Next, you have to give the details about your employment and your financial sponsor, if you have received any money from the financial sponsors. So if you have received any money from a government agency or from any financial sponsor for your studies, then you have to get a letter from them and you have to submit it as a proof, like no objection letter from your financial sponsor, and you have to submit it with your documents. So if you have an additional applicant, like your dependent, let's say your wife or your child, then you can add them in this, and you can add the applicant and you can apply for them in this application. And once you apply, you will get this thing like mandatory documents. So what are the mandatory documents required? So these mandatory documents you have to submit in a visa center on the date and time that you will receive once you submit the application. So if you save and continue, then you have to pay your application fees, and then you have to pay your immigration health surcharge. So you have to pay £700 for your graduate visa application, and then you have to pay £624 per year for your IHS charge. So that is 1,248 for your IHS charge and £700 for your application fees. So totally you have to pay £1,924 if you are applying for your post-study visa as an undergraduate or master students. If you are applying as a PhD student, then you have to pay 3 years of immigration health surcharge and your application fees, which will cost you around £2,572. If you are working in a public sector healthcare, or if you are working in any healthcare jobs, you can apply for a refund once you finish your application and get your visa. So all the best, guys. So don't forget, ask your university whether they have sent your results to the home office so that you can apply for the graduate visa. All the best for your graduate visa application, and thank you for watching the video. We'll meet in next video. Until then, goodbye. Cheers.